What's up, guys? Dylon here, and today is day 3, if I can do that with my hand. Day 3 of 100 squats a day for 30 days on the Vitruvian, and I gotta tell you, my legs are shot. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into this video. So day 3, we're gonna be doing 100 squats. Again, the challenge, for those of you watching it, is 30 days, 100 squats. If you got a Vitruvian, use a Vitruvian. If you don't, just do the 100 squats. Comment and let me know about that. But Vitruvian is amazing. There's an affiliate link below, or go to getmyvitruvian.com to get one of these Vitruvians. They're fantastic, and I wouldn't be able to do these workouts like I can without this thing because, one, I bought this about a year ago, and it has been transformational in how I can do workouts because I can just walk down to my office, turn it on, and I'm good to go, right? And what I'm going to show you is how easy it is to move this thing. And the other cool thing is I broke my arm. That's not cool, but I broke my arm and I can still work out with this machine. I can do legs on it because I can't put pressure and tension on my arm yet. So I can't have a bar on my back, and I can't put anything on my arms. I can't really use my arms for leverage for any types of lifting. What's up, Laylu? She's all limpy. She ran around today. She's getting old. But so I haven't been able to do upper body workouts, but with the Vitruvian, I can use the belt and do belt squats. So that's what we're doing. But I'm just going to move it around because I have been, the previous days, I've been lifting backwards. And normally I have it up against the wall, but since I'm filming, I needed to move it back so I could do lunges, so I'm facing the right way, so you're not just staring at my butt. Maybe you want to stare at my butt, but this isn't that type of channel. Anyways, I have to move it back so I can do it the right way. I tested out standing, facing backwards on the machine versus forwards, and I found that forwards is better with this because of the leverage. They both work, but it's just a little safer if you do it the forward way because of how the cable is offset and the tension and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do it the forward way today. But also I just want to show you how easy it is to move it. It's got some wheels right there, so you can just lift it up, put those wheels on there. And I'm one-armed. I have a strong one arm. It's not to brag, but one arm. And so you can move it with one arm. You don't need to be lifting it with both. So if you're smaller or you're worried about that, you can do it with one arm. We're using the belt again today. Right. This thing, you can see I've been using it, so we got some wrinkles there where all the tension gets on the belt. But it works fine for this kind of thing. One thing that I can get to show in the other videos before I get into the squats is I flipped these around because they were rotating from, this is the default position, right? They were rotating, so I just rotated both of them. It was really this one would rotate, this one wouldn't because of the strap, but it's just better this way for this. It'll be cool if Vitruvian allows aftermarket parts on these machines. Again, use the safety cables for this. When I first started doing these squats, I wasn't using the safety cables, and it just made it awkward. The other thing is I use these little heel lifts just to get a little bit better range of motion on my squats. And if you watched my video the other day, you probably are thinking you probably could go lower with depth on the squats. And yes, I probably could go a little lower with some of this stuff, but I didn't. And it's okay if you don't go to full depth for some of this stuff. And especially with these, the cables on your hips. I'll just do a demo movement. You want to make sure this is on here real tight. But with the cables on your hips like this, if you go too far down, what happens is it changes the tension and where the weight is loaded. And so you can get off balance and it can lock you down in that hole. Try to get the most range of motion. And what I noticed when I was doing my 75 yesterday, that just killed my legs, I wasn't going down nearly as far toward on a lot of the reps. So I could have went deeper, but I don't know if my legs could have made it. I got them in. So hopefully by day 30, I'll be able to hit 75 and have a greater range of motion. And you can see that all in the Vitruvian app, which is really cool. So what we're going to do today, because my legs are just shot. They are not happy with me. To be fair, I've been doing some squats like this for about the past month because it's all I could do. So I've been doing a decent amount of these things, but we're going to get signed in. All right. and get started with the belt squats. So squats, I'm going to do 25 reps. The way I'm going to do this workout is 25 reps. Normally I do about 80 pounds, and then I'm going to do 15 and then 10 and then back on up. So 25, 15, 10, 15, okay? And then I'm going to finish off with 50. My goal is to be able to do 100 reps at my body weight, 200 pounds. And the general thing that I do for these is I'll start off at 80 pounds per cable, right? Then I'll increase it when I do the less reps. And then I will go back down to the starting weight for my longer set, the burning set, the one that just kills my legs. But today, because my legs are so shot, I'm feeling sore from my workouts. That's a good thing. I'm going to make it more of a recovery day. I'm still going to get the reps in, but we're going to lower the weight. So for whatever reason, my app has, there we go. It locked me out there for a minute and it was like, you can't go up past 44 pounds. That was an issue I actually ran into when I was trying to lift with the Vitruvian on top of a mountain and I didn't have service. I was trying to hit like 4,000 pounds at 14,000 feet, but the offline mode doesn't store your data, and so it didn't trust that I could do more than 44 pounds. I'm like, come on, man. So that, if you're Vitruvian, if you're listening to this, having an offline mode that saves your data and saved exercises, like Audible has, like, you can download the books and still listen to them when you're not connected to the internet. Having that for the machines, I think, would be critical, because if you can't get access to the network, then it's a bummer when you can't use it or when you can't hit the weights. So making just an offline mode would be pretty cool for this, especially for you van lifers or if anyone wants to do workouts outside. Even Vitruvians advertise this with using a Rivian or using an electronic vehicle for that. Anyways, let's get to 25 reps. We'll talk a little bit more and then we'll get into this. So 25 reps. Let's do this thing. We're at 75 pounds per cable. Let's see how my legs hold up and feel during doing these reps. So let's go. All right. And again, I like to tilt my hip a little bit, right? Core's tight. I'm in a ready stance. If you've ever played sports, like you're on the balls of your feet, you're ready to go, ready to move. This is a good, strong position for your body, and that's the nature of these squats that we're doing. It's just a slightly different body position, a little bit forward lean with these. I just found that works the best. But when it's right here, when my hips are tilted a little bit, it keeps the belt from sliding down. So it just puts the pressure on the top of my tailbone and my hips. So it's secure, it's not compressing my spine, and I can get the range of motion. Down. Whew. All right, I'm gonna show you when I go too far. It's a lower weight, but if I go down, it's tough to get back up. I have to adjust the angle just because of the tension. If you're on heavier weights, you can get stuck down there. So maybe you can always use the longer safety cables if you do it that way. But I'm gonna finish these reps up. I like to explode up. All right, that's that set. 25 reps. Next up is 15, and then 10, then 15, then 50. I don't need to show you guys. Today was just telling you that, look, even your legs are sore, get your reps in, get the workout in. Don't let that hold you back. If you have a challenge, commit to it. That's one of the things I'm doing for this. Is I was doing the 75 hard challenge before I broke my arm, when I broke my arm, and unfortunately, the day I got surgery, I wasn't able to complete the challenge. I did, but the next day I'm like, no, I didn't do enough the day to give myself credit for that. So I failed the 75 hard, and I've been lazy since in recovery. And so one of the things I like to do, and this is a tip, this is some advice, is find a challenge you can do that's hard, but not too overwhelming, and just commit to it, right? 100 squats for 30 days, okay? They can be body weight squats. You don't gotta put the weight on you like I do. Who knows, maybe by day 5, I'll just be doing body weight squats just to get them in. But find a challenge and do that. And like, if you feel yourself in a lull, if you feel yourself getting stagnant, find a challenge and do the challenge. Hey, be like, hey, whatever the challenge is, it just has to be something that like is positive and healthy and moves you in the direction that you want to go. Hey there, Lulu. Right? And snap some of those bad habits. So give up drinking for a month. Give up eating fast food. Eat only organic, high quality meat, rice, veggies for a month. Stick to a particular diet. Run a mile every day for a month. It doesn't have to be insane. Just something different to shake up your routine. And it exercises that discipline muscle, okay? It gets you to commit to something and follow through on that. And unfortunately, we live in a world today where not a lot of people do that. Right? They aren't committed, they aren't disciplined, they don't get practice doing that. And so their muscles for that, their discipline muscles, their commitment muscles aren't very strong. And what that really means is their belief and faith in themselves isn't very strong. Because if you've ever done something like 75 hard or a 30-day challenge or a whole 30, something like that, ran a marathon, you understand that it's difficult. You have to make sacrifices, but you can do it. It won't kill you, and you'll be better off afterwards than you were before. And it's those type of things, those type of experiences that I think makes life so much fun and so exciting and worth living. And so the more you can incorporate those things in your life versus trying to, whereas self-fulfillment, where you're challenging yourself and you're growing as an individual, the more you can do that, the more easily you'll be able to accomplish your other goals. The healthier you'll be, the happier you'll be, because you're not just externalizing it to like eating at a fancy restaurant or traveling to this place, right? You're actually doing something that makes your own individual grow. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the motivation there. But I'm going to go get the rest of these reps done. Comment below and share if you are doing something like this or if you've ever done something like this before. Let me know. I'd love to have you on my journey for this. And of course, if you want to get one of these Vitruvians, go to getmyvitruvian.com or click the affiliate link below. It helps me support the channel, helps me make content like this. That's it for now. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.